In this video, we're going to talk about the look of our site. Now, if we go over to Tools, you'll see here we have Templates Selection. Now, right now we have only the default template in here. And then over here, if you click on Edit, this is where you could bring in the template. Now, there are other things we can do within the tool sections, layout boxes, and so on. But let's find a template we like first. If we wanted to use this one, we could just continue from there. But what we want to do is look for another template. So what we can do, there's a couple things you can do. We can go to Plugins. And then if you roll down here, you will see Template Packages. Okay, so you can go in here, and these are the templates that you can drop in. So you can go click on it. Gives you some information on it here. And then it tells you how many downloads down here, who built it, or who updated it. And then you can download it here. Now the problem is we can't really see what it looks like here. So another thing you can do is go to Google and look for Zencart templates. And if you put the word free after it, you can find free Zencart templates, because often you have to pay for them. Okay, so you can just go in and do some searching around. So if we want to look at the screenshots, we can go in here and we can see if we can find one we want. So here, let's see the details of this one, for instance. So this is what it looks like. You can just go through and find one you want here. Okay, so for instance, here's one, Bluecart. So we can just download it here. And then we can download. We're going to save it to our folder. Okay, and now we're going to install it. Now to do that, what we do is we go where we download it, and I'm going to extract it. You can use extract all. I have 7-zip, so I'm going to use 7-zip. That's a free program you can download. Now we need to go back to our FTP program, FileZilla. Okay, now what we want to do is go down to Includes, and then we want to find Templates. And then what we want to do is, well, we need to back up over here on this side. And then into our upload the templates here and Bluecart. Okay, let's go up one level here. And then we have modules. And on this side we also have modules. So I'll upload the Bluecart module. And then we have languages as well. It's just English in this one, if we go look here. So we already have English, so we're not going to upload that. Okay, so now we have the files uploaded onto our server for use within our site. Okay, now if we go in here and edit, we can now do a drop down and go to Bluecart and update. Now let's go over to this side and refresh. And we now have the Bluecart theme installed. Okay, so that's how simple it is to install different themes. Now, when you do that, you're going to have different modules that may or may not work. Remember, in our configuration, we had some stuff aligned left and some stuff aligned right. Some themes are not always 3 columns across, so you may have to go and change some things when you change your theme. So let's go to Layout Boxes and Controls. Now you see now that the left column and right column are all turned off. Okay, so let's turn one of these on. Let's go down to Sidebar and Categories. And let's turn this one on. We'll have it left, and let's update. Let's go back over here, refresh. Okay, and now our categories are showing on the left. Okay, so you have to turn on your different modules on your different themes when you change them. Okay, I just wanted to show you how that works. So I'm going to go and just put it back to the original theme here. Okay, so we just go to the template selection again. And then you'll see down here, this is where we can preview them, but we'll just go in and edit, and we're going to put it back to classic because that's the one I want to use. Okay, so let's continue on now. What I want to show you now is how you can bring in plugins. You can find plugins for ZenCart right on the ZenCart homepage. There's a lot of functionality you can add with plugins, and they break them down for you here. Admin tools, buttons and graphics, language packs. Remember we talked earlier about language, and we saw that English was in the languages directory. So if you want to add another language, this is where you would get the language pack. Marketing tools, other modules, payment modules, if you want to do different payment types, pricing tools, privacy and condition statements, product types, shipping modules, side boxes, template alterations, template packages, troubleshooting tools, and zones. Now let's go into zones, for instance. These are pre-made zones for your packaging and shipping. Okay, so as you see, Thailand, Canadian taxes. So you can bring them all in from here. Now here's one, lower 48 states plus DC. Let's install this. Now you just click on it. Let's just download. And into our files here, let's unzip this. Okay, now you see that this is an SQL file. So what you're going to do is you're going to use the SQL import patch function. Okay, so back to tools here, and then install SQL patches. Now to be safe, as it says here, you should do a full database backup before you do this in case it messes something up. Remember, these are user supplied, or at least some of them are, so you want to make sure that you don't mess something up. An easy way to do that is to go into phpMyAdmin and then go to export here, and then let's just click go and click OK, and then we'll download it. Okay, so we've backed it up now. So we can restore that rate from in here. We could, if we mess it up, we could just do an import and bring it back. Okay, so let's go back to ZenCart here, and let's go get our SQL patch. And we'll upload. Take a minute for it to do that. Okay. Oh, we got a failed message there. Let's try again here. Actually, we need to... did the wrong one. You need to go get the SQL file that you unzipped. There we go. Okay, so we have 2 statements successfully processed. So now if we go back to localization, and here we are in the zone definitions. There's the one we just brought in. Okay, so if we edit this, there it is. Okay, so that's how you can bring in SQL patches from the plugins. And let's go back and do another example. Let's go to Admin Tools. Okay, here's one here. Backup MySQL plugin. This will back up your MySQL database from within Zencart. This is a good one to install. So click on this, and then we're going to download it. Okay, now let's go open our folder here. Let's unzip this. Okay, and then when you go inside here, you will see some different things in here. There's a README file, and it'll give you some information on the plugin, how to access it once it's installed, and how to install it. They all, of course, have different things in them depending on who wrote them. Then you have your folders in here, and this is the 1.50 install, which we're on now. So what we're going to do is upload these to admin, as that's what it said in the README here. It says here, installation, upload all files from the admin folders of this zip as is to your server, retaining folder structures. Okay, so we'll go and log into our FTP program again, FileZilla. We'll go on this side, and then we want to go into the right version here. And then on this side, we need to go into the admin directory, and here's the includes. Okay, so we'll just upload these. Okay, now when we go back to our tools here, now we'll have to hit that once just to refresh it, and there it is, Database Backup MySQL. Okay, and then here's your backup, and there's your restore. If we want to use gzip, okay, and there is our backup. So this time, if we made a mistake and we wanted to restore it, we can go back and restore. Okay, so that is how you can use plugins. It depends what you're going to install as to how you actually install it, but usually it's going to be a matter of uploading it to admin or might be somewhere else, and it's going to tell you in the documents.